Hi viewers, today we are going to see Salesforce certificates, BA certification preparation for part 19. So the user stories has some demonstration how to write a acceptance criteria that convey the requirement and are ready for the development. Let's see. Part of creating a testable user story is agreeing upon clear acceptance criteria to determine if it has been implemented successfully. This topic discuss acceptance criteria, how it benefits teams, and the characteristics of well-written one. Definition of done, on the other hand, is the list of items a team must accomplish before they can deem their work complete. This topic discusses the definition of done and how it benefits teams when executed properly. Although both are predefined requirements essentials to the success of a project, they have distinct differences which are also converted here. Acceptance criteria are a set of test scenarios with a clear pass-fail outcome to determine the success of a story's delivered functions. Definitions of done outlines everything a team must accomplish before the work can be considered complete. Definitions of done versus acceptance criteria. The definition of done ensure that the product is built right. Acceptance criteria ensure the right product is built. Acceptance criteria, similar to a user story acceptance criteria, does not focus on a solution. It tests the intent of a story. One or more. Each user story must have at least one acceptance criteria to test its success. If a user story has too many acceptance criteria, it may be worth considering splitting into two stories to make it less complex. UAT guidance. It provides guidance and detail to the customer as they test the functionality during user acceptance testing. Clear result. If acceptance criteria is written as a if then statement, the result will be true or false. Benefits of well-written acceptance criteria. Since a problem can be seen from different perspectives, an agreement measure of success is necessary. Ensure quality and accuracy. It confirms that the functionality work for each other. Showcase functionality. It demonstrates how helpful the new feature will be. Example, fewer clicks, build, pair, and user excitement. It helps get user excited about new functionality. Testers share enthusiasm with their peers. Documentation resource. It can be the basis of how to documentation for user. Creating acceptance criteria. Having well-defined criteria allows all team members to understand the functions of a user story. Good acceptance criteria. Clear, simple statement focused on the intent or what agreed upon by the entire team, achievable and realistic. Bad acceptance criteria, ambiguous statement focused on the solution or how, created without the input from team members, too complex to test. Acceptance criteria example requirement. The implementation team of ABC company currently created task record to document their activities. They want to add a feature to create subtask within a task with various formatting options. Example acceptance criteria. The implementation team should be able to access the subtask creation feature from the task record. The formatting option should include the ability to change the color of the text within the subtask. User should be able to apply font style, example bold, italic, in underline to the text content of the subtask. The subtask creation feature should allow user to choose from range of available font. The feature should allow user to create bulleted and numbered list within the subtask content. The feature should allow users to insert hyperlinks within the subtask content, directing them to external resource or related content. Definition of done. The definition of done is a set of guidelines that explicitly outline every task a team must accomplish to consider their work finished and complete. Shared agreement. An agreed upon list of items ensure that the development teams is aware of all the piece of work that must be completed to finish the product. Quality assurance. This list should be thorough and include tasks to review and test deliverables such as ensuring all acceptance criteria has passed successfully. Usable standards. This create a shared understanding of what needs to happen with any items to meet the unusable standard. Benefits of a comprehensive definition of done. A comprehensive definition of done ensures that the work completed is of high quality and fully meets the user expectation. Transparency. There is transparency in the shared understanding of what releasable quality look like and the amount of work required for the result. Stay agile. A successfully completed sprint or project establish a good foundation for future improvement. Product increment can be released more easily affect each sprint. Avoid rework. This can help prevent future issues and allow the team to work efficiently. Definition of done gone wrong. The scenario, the business analyst delivered on the ability to apply a signature, send an email, and close an opportunity. 1 month later, he discovered that the opportunity is closing, but some of the user cannot see what they need to see. Some of the stakeholders note that it is critical that the user can view the information they need. Is it truly done? While the functionality was configured and completed, there was either no or insufficient testing mechanisms to indicate whether or not the work was accepted. The requirement did not explicitly state this functionality was required, so it was not part of the acceptance criteria. This work is not completed because the solution cannot be accepted as it is. We can see another scenario. The business analyst delivered on the ability to apply a signature, send an email, and close an opportunity. Detailed acceptance criteria was included, ensuring that the testing performed included all users. The criteria established to note that all users, including the occasional user, have access and the ability to perform the task. Is it truly done? The acceptance criteria is clearly defined, and the UAT thoroughly tested this functionality to ensure that it works for all users, as indicated in the UAT documentation. This work is truly done because once the testing is completed and the system passed, no additional work will be required unless a revision is necessary in the future project. We can see some other definition of done versus acceptance criteria. The main difference between the two is their scope. Acceptance criteria is specific to only one user story. Definition of done universal to all user stories in a sprint or project. Series of true false statement to test for list of tasks to do. Determine success of functional requirement. This has determined completion of overall deliverable product. Focused on usability. This is focused on quality. A sales manager receive a notification when a sales rep pushes back the opportunity close date by 30 days. The acceptance criteria is met and unit test coverage more than 80%. Functional test passed, pair code review passed, documentation completed. A customer service rep can view all customers' order on the case record page. We can see some scenario. The project team has written the following user story as a sales representative. I want to create a new customer account so I can track and manage my sales lead. How will the users test that the functionality has been fulfilled? The solution is the project team should also create a series of acceptance criteria to test the functionality delivered. The statement should have a clear pass fail result. The team can create as many statements as necessary to cover a wide range of conditions and perspective. So, given the user story and acceptance criteria, the development team knows exactly what they want to build and are eager to begin. The sooner they start, the sooner they finish, they say. Other members of the project team are hesitate to start and share. I think we forgot something. What needs to be determined before work can begin on the project? The solution is the team should come to a concerns on a definition of done that outline all the tasks that needs to be complete before the project can be considered finished. This list should not be limited to building and testing tasks. There are several things to consider, including such as security view, compliance testing, performance testing exam, etc. It is important that the definition of done is agreed upon before starting the project so everyone is clear on what needs to be accomplished. These are all some resources I can review. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe my channel. Thank you.